Greetings, great people of Biafra. Greetings, and I greet you according to your time zone, depending on where you are going to watch from. I greet you and I welcome you to today's breaking news. It is obvious that, as you may all know, the Mbuhari government has been trying to see if he will proscribe IPOB. They've been making every effort, every plans to see what they can do to stop this agitation, but they could not. And I brought to you this morning that he is calling on the international allies, international communities to see IPOB as a terrorist, because we are the formidable force that they could not stop, and we are disciplined. Because of our discipline, they found it difficult to stop us, and that is the reason why we will continue to preach this discipline. We will continue to stay disciplined. That is how the enemy will always penetrate if you begin to be indisciplined. We are law abiding. We do everything within the law. We do not contravene any law of any country where we are domiciled. That is the reason why they will never stop this movement that is led by Elohim Chukwokikabiama, who lives in heaven. Of course, you know the breaking news that Mbuhari called for international community to tag IPOB a terrorist. I am going to read that news for you. Let us go there before we bring more light to it. As you can see the heading, Mbuhari asks US, UK order to ban IPOB. That is the headline. We continue to read. President Mbuhari has asked nation Western allies to proscribe the indigenous people of Biafra as a terrorist organization. He made the remarks in an interview with Bloomberg. He made the remarks in an interview with Bloomberg. The president was responding to a question about his administration record on fighting insecurity and corruption. According to Mbuhari, the country is safer than he met in 2015, and proscribing IPOB, a group seeking secession of part of southern Nigeria, will improve situation. According to Mbuhari, proscribing IPOB will improve the situation. And according to him also, Mbuhari made mention that the country is safer than how he found it in 2015, when they sabotaged the regime of Goodluck Jonathan in order to succeed him. But now he is claiming the country is as safe more than it was in 2015. You are there, the masses of Nigeria, to judge this claim. We continue to read. We leave Nigeria in far better place than we found it. The president said corruption is less hidden for Nigerians. Feel empowered to report it without fear. While money is returned, terrorists no longer hold any territory in Nigeria, and their leaders are deceased, and vast infrastructure developments set the country on course for sustainable and equitable growth. According to your president, I hope you are paying attention and you are analyzing the news in your head. In 2015, Boko Haram held territory the size of Belgium within the border of Nigeria. Today they are close to extinct as a military force. The leader of ISWAP was eliminated by Nigeria Air Force airstrike in March. The jet acquired from US and intelligence shared by British were not provided to previous. administration and stand as a testament to renown, trust, and rebuild between Nigeria and our traditional Western allies under my government, Mbuhari claims. We continue to read. We urge those same international partners to take additional steps, costing them nothing, by proscribing another group, IPOB, as a terrorist organization. Their leadership enjoys safer haven in the West, broadcasting hate speech into Nigeria from London, spending millions lobbying members of the US Congress, and freely using international financial network to arm agitators on ground. This must stop, according to Mbuhari, urging the international community to proscribe IPOB to stop the security apparatus that IPOB has put in place, so that the Fulani jihadists will now have the upper hand to invade the region. That is my input, and that is the way I will understand and underline this section I just read right now. We continue to read the news. My administration is the only in Nigeria history to implement a solution to decades long headers farm conflict, exacerbated by the certification and the demographic growth. The National Livestock Transformation Plan, putting ranching at its core, is the only way to deplete the competition for resources at the core of the clashes. Governors from some individual states have sought to play politics where ranches have been established, but where they have been, disputes have been drastically reduced. According to your president, he claimed that his government stopped Fulani terrorists from clashing with the headers. According to him, he did it, and that is the reason why you no longer, according to him, hear about the clashes between the Fulani and the headers. Of course, it is all a lie. It is a typical lie, because he never did anything. Of course, how the Fulanis are busy kidnapping people. What led IPOB leadership to implement its own security outfit was because of the terrorizing, or how Fulani was terrorizing the country. Boko Haram, Fulani, ISWAP was terrorizing the country under the regime of this man called Mbuhari, and he's calling on international allies to proscribe IPOB. And he made a claim that the country is safe more than ever before, and that if international community could help him to proscribe an organization that does not do anything that contravenes the law of whichever countries that are domiciled, that he is calling on these communities to proscribe IPOB. Because according to Mbuhari, he believed that everything according to him, he believed that the other Western allies will stoop low as him, to proscribe an organization that has never committed any crime, be it internationally, be it locally in Nigeria. They have never committed any crime that will make them to be proscribed or to be seen as a terrorist movement. But there is the factor and there is the jar. That is the only place where I am going to leave you in this path of this breaking news that you just heard. Mbuhari is doing everything possible to see if they will proscribe IPOB. Of course, that they have tried to see if there is anything they will find to make Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of this secessionist movement, in the eastern region of Nigeria to put him behind bars, but they have contravened the international law by the extraordinary rendition done to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in the month of June 2021. And since that time, it has been 12 months. He's been under, custody, under detention. He's been there without justice being served, and they are using the delay strategies to see if the faction that they have implemented in IPOB media space will win the war that the whole Nigeria against IPOB could not win in the past decade. And that is the reason why they will implement the faction, just like you heard, you know many of them in the autopilot. There's some call themselves the Do. They are the same people that the Nigeria government has placed in the media space to keep triggering violence, to blame it on IPOB. And they have failed on arrival, because ever since the inception of this faction, ever since the inception, ever since they have implemented these factions, and we have been formidably exposing their atrocities and their characters and their moves to the whole world. Of course, you cannot call a criminal who is not a criminal. Mr. Mbuhari, your international allies, they are not like Nigeria, who called an innocent people criminals. They are not like Nigeria, who claim that there is no more insecurity, but the insecurity is rising and rising again. I am calling on the international community to tell you the reason why President Mbuhari is calling on you to proscribe IPOB. It is nothing but, it is no other reason but because President Mbuhari knows that IPOB is coming ahead of time to expose their atrocities, to expose the atrocities committed by his leadership, to expose the way they are flaunting and promoting the terrorism in Nigeria. Just like you may see what the news was flying all over the place yesterday, how the faction that they have introduced to IPOB was enforcing sit at home. And I am going to mention the name of the faction again, Autopilot Idu. They are the ones that has been sabotaging what we are doing, bringing in violence one way or the other. They are never and will not be a member of this, disciplined movement called IPOB, because we value discipline more than anything in the world. We are disciplined, and I know he is pulling this stunt to see if he will see a reason to jail an innocent man called Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, because they could not find anything or within their book or within the international law to put him behind bars. They are holding him illegally after kidnapping and extraordinary rendition him from Kenya to Nigeria, contravening the international law and treaties. Of course, all of you know that. And he is now calling on you guys to contravene the law that you people have set aside, that protect the right of every human organization and companies. That is how it is. He wants you to contravene your law because he believes that he can use money to buy everything that he wants. That is exactly what has been going on in Nigeria. Boko Haram is massacring people in Benue State, in other places that they are underreporting it. They are introducing and integrating terrorists into the Nigerian military formation, Air Force, and all the forces in Nigeria, because they do not have the number anymore, because the people and the citizens of this so-called Nigeria country, they are no longer safe to join Nigeria force. Therefore, Nigeria has no other choice to integrate those terrorists caught in the act of terrorism into their military and their force formations across the country, deploying them into the southern region of the country to make sure that they cause mayhem and havoc, and we know that our formidable security will stop every terrorism attacks on our people. Of course, ever since the inception of our security outfit, introduction of our security outfit prior to 1 year ago, that our women are going to their farms safely, boldly, and they are no longer being raped. Our mothers are no longer being beaten up. Our farmlands are no longer being destroyed by the same Fulani headers. And that is the reason why we are calling on the international community to see this regime as a regime that sponsors terrorism and kills the innocent. I am going to take a bow from here, and I call on the indigenous people of Biafra, as we have remained resolute. We will continue to be resolute. We will continue to be disciplined. We will continue to do everything that will not place us on the other side of the law. If Nigeria government wish to go out there, ban the oil pipe, burn everything in order to see if they will proscribe IPOB, it is dead on arrival. We say that to them because our movement is led by Elohim Chukwokikabiama, who lives in heaven, and the kingdom of Elohim must be restored in the face of this earth. And we are not going to stop. We will continue to push until Biafra comes and beyond. We say bye for now.